What are signs that someone is secretly unhappy? Constantly feeling tired, not talking a lot, looks like they are trying to concentrate on themselves or on something and everything else seems to be annoying. Short fuse towards loved ones. No attention to themselves, how they look, how they're dressed, what they're eating. Eyes like they are shut down. Edit. Guys, I am truly shocked seeing all these upvotes and replies. The last thing I thought about is that my comment that seems to be very obvious and ordinary reply to the question topic gets so many relatable responses and even awards. Honestly, I am deeply shocked to see so many replies. You describe me. Guys, let's hope for better. Life is a long way. Let's hope things are going to get better for all and each of us. Thank you so much for all these awards. Definitely not expected this. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. They stop engaging in hobbies and activities they used to love. Gaming for me. I've just bought Fallout 4 and Skyrim SE just to sit in the Steam library. General apathetic approach to life mostly. Can be perfectly described as feeling meh, yeah, I don't really mind. It's okay. I am fine. It is what it is. Sure, I'm just tired. Whatever. I don't really care. Whatever you like. It's okay, I'm used to it. They're tired all the time. Say they're fine or okay, with no elaboration when you ask. Sigh a lot. Space out a lot. Seem distracted. Don't seem to enjoy anything. Edit. I woke up to roughly 100 replies in my inbox, so I can't respond to everyone individually. A few things to say though. I'm not saying everyone who does this has clinical depression. If you feel that you might have a problem, talk to a professional. I wrote this list based off of how I act at work. I have severe depression, ADHD, and complex PTSD. I know that all of this can't spring from any of those. Something else. Or it can be nothing except normal boredom or detachment. I hope you all feel better. Sucks that so many people are so down on themselves. I feel personally attacked. It took me a very long time to realize that anger is one of my first responses to depression. I feel like we imagine those gray blobs from the commercials that are listless and distracted and sad, but for me, unchecked depression expresses as anger. I can't believe the stupidity around me. I give no one the benefit of the doubt. I assume everything is a slight and preemptively expect slights. As you can imagine, it's utterly exhausting and terrible to be around. Then I lost enough friends. Realized I needed to change. Got therapy out of my own choice for the first time. Forced into it as a kid many times. Changed my responses to things. Got on medication. And now it takes a lot to get me angry. A lot. Regression. Isolation. Short fuse around loved ones. Always tired or not feeling well when asked to do something. Boredom from things that used to entertain. There are lots of signs. Edit. Wow, this really blew up. Thanks for my first award, kind stranger. I see this resonates with a lot of other people. It took a long time for me to realize that many people, even friends or family, can be having the same thoughts and emotions. I remember the first time someone basically explained myself while talking about their own issues. I was maybe 26 at the time and my coworker was in his late 50s. He needed someone to talk to and it blew my mind. I've been depressed for a while now and have been reluctant to talk to a psychologist. So I'm not the best guy to dish out advice. It might be time to seek help if you're doing the things listed above, or developing habits you think are unhealthy, like not wanting to get out of bed on a day off, smoking lots of weed, avoiding basic responsibilities, missing work and then feeling like an asshole, longing for the past, constant disassociation, daydreaming. You don't even need to talk to a psychologist or a therapist to get over some of these things if they're just starting to feel the miss. You're confiding in a close friend or a family member could steer you straight. If you've been feeling like this for a while though, you're like me, and it's time to get real help. This post alone is forcing me to rethink going to therapy. Might make a call tomorrow. Tired. If they aren't sleeping well, oftentimes something is keeping them up. Also, tiredness is a commonly used excuse to answer, "Are you okay?" Quote, "Yeah, I've started saying tired because people stop prying then. It's socially acceptable. It's not as acceptable to say you feel like life is completely pointless." Edit. Well, thanks for the kind, strange golder. When they try their best to make everyone else happy, it's sort of a catharsis to them because they get momentary joy by making someone laugh or smile or have a nice day, but they don't ever do anything to make themselves happy. Edit. Geez Louise, I didn't expect this to blow up. As someone who is currently very unhappy, they want to have alone time way more than they usually do. Withdrawal from social life, overthinking, anxiety over small decisions, procrastination, not wanting to put effort into relationships. Edit. I am going to try and respond to as many of these replies as I can. You are not alone. Gives extreme attention to small details that don't matter, and on the contrary ignores larger matters. They have nothing to talk about or don't give any opinions. It's a sign that nothing excites or interests them. Ouch. Yeah, even, "What do you want to eat?" is usually met with, "I don't care," when I normally love food. I will say that usually I'm pretty happy to eat anywhere with someone, so the "I don't care" is pretty genuine. They don't put any effort into life. Sometimes I get bursts of motivation to just get up and start improving my life. Like right now. Finish college. Hit the gym. But then I think of all the effort I'd actually have to put in to do this. And think, is it really worth it? Or, I don't actually enjoy working out or going to class. Will this really bring me more happiness? And just kind of go back to sleep or switching between Reddit and YouTube. I think that's where setting reasonable, achievable goals, and sticking to them, is a huge help. Start small. I mean really small. Maybe even something you can do easily. Just make a routine out of it before you start building it up. Go to the gym once a week before 3x a week. ECT. 1. Not finding pleasure in activities they used to enjoy. 2. Persistent low mood. 3. Problem sleeping. Even if this person looks very happy, you can easily put them down, make them sad or cry. They become very upset when someone is even a little bit rude to them. They can be very loud and happy at one moment and quiet at another. It's my own experience. I don't know how it works with other people. I think this is the best way for me to recognize my depression. I'm so much more sensitive to the smallest mistakes. I can sob because my shower isn't warming up. It just feels like the worst thing is everything. Edit. For future readers who can see this edit, a sudden inability to stay asleep most nights can also be a sign. It's something I experience as well. I do all of these things. Fuck. Ditto. A small part of me wishes someone in real life would pick up the hints. But I DK how much good that would do for me. I'm finding out that it's not up to anyone else to fix you. You either do it yourself or suffer. I can't find the energy to do it myself. I just want to say this entire thread feels like a personal attack and summary of the last 2 years of my life, and I have to say, I did not think I was that unhappy in life. High five, we're sinking in the same ship, Captain. Deadeyes. When I ran into a friend after leaving my gaslighting ex, I told her that we had broken up and why. Her response was, "I knew you were being abused. Your eyes were dead, but now they are full of life." Hiding in their clothes, hoodies and jackets, hats pulled down, not participating in conversation much, not having interests. They've given up on all their hobbies, or only having 1 or 2 interests. They have given up on almost everything but still need something to hide in. Fuck me, that hurts to read. I don't really enjoy my hobbies anymore, but I need something to distract me from myself. They're always cracking jokes. Those people usually have a lot pent-up disappointment that they can't find happiness, so they try to spread happiness to anyone else. *Edit***. Thank you very much for my first silver. And to the people who relate to this comment, I hope you feel better soon and there is no shame in discussing your problems with someone you trust or with a certified professional. But when you do get things sorted out, by all means keeping telling jokes. You guys are the unsung heroes of the world. You'd be surprised by how much a good joke and genuine laugh can change someone's day for the better. And frankly, it's truly remarkable that despite how your personal life is, you still make it a mission to make other people's lives better. Because in this day and age, chances are they're dealing with something similar to you. Something to think about next time you make someone laugh and they say thanks. I needed that one. TL. Doctor, thanks for the silver. And keep being awesome and funny. You awesome people. Oh, also, watch out for jokes about death. When I was feeling passively suicidal, I found myself letting these jokes about death or dying slip out when talking to people. Nobody would have known I was in that deep. I hid it really well. But those jokes were like an involuntary clue that my subconscious was trying to give to people around me. I think no one picked up on it because people really weren't paying attention to me or my mental state at the time. Everyone was busy in their own worlds. If your friends ever start joking about death, it might be worth a check-in even if they otherwise seem fine. When they ask you what you're doing all the time and are a little pushy because they just wanna talk to someone but never say it straightforward that they aren't happy and that they need some company. Well, this is definitely me. I just want someone to fucking ask me if I've been alright and if I need to talk. Seems like either no one gives a shit or everyone is having such a piss time that they don't even know what to do with themselves. Not answering emails and texts is a warning sign for me. I start procrastinating about personal correspondence when I'm on my way into a bad depressive episode. And, well, sometimes even when I'm just at baseline. But baseline with clinical depression is pretty unhappy. I think a lot of the time people who are secretly unhappy do their best to make the people they care about laugh and feel happy, as they know what it's like to feel so down and unhappy with the world. They don't wish for the people they care about to feel that way. I've heard people say when the funny guy gets home he cries. Heard joke once. Man goes to doctor. Says he's depressed. Says life seems harsh and cruel. Says he feels all alone in a threatening world where what lies ahead is vague and uncertain. Doctor says, treatment is simple. Great clown Pagliacci is in town tonight. Go and see hi monsieur, that should pick you up. Man bursts into tears. Says, but doctor, I am Pagliacci. I get tired of hearing the media run adverts about helping people with depression. Say, tell someone. Reach out. I told my job counselor I was planning my suicide and the date. She just looked at me, carried on typing and talked about a job interview. It was like I hadn't spoken. I wonder how many other people don't reach out because there's no point. Edit. No, I'm still planning. Not to be morbid, but I don't want to traumatize another person finding my body. Coming up with a way so it's obvious I'm dead but there's no body. Also doesn't saddle my family with a funeral they can't afford. It's a lot harder thinking of it in practical terms. Trying to figure out a foolproof plan is the only thing keeping me alive at the moment. Sorry. Gallows humor. Edit. I only came on Reddit yesterday, so I'm still figuring out how it works. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has reached out. You guys made me cry. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sounds like that person was just a really bad example. Are you doing better now? Or in the same boat? I feel like this might sound like a cliche, but getting worse at a game they were really good at, which kinda depressed them more. I have this friend who loves Mario Kart. He is basically a god at it. We used to play a lot, and we still do. He knows every shortcut, how much he has to tilt the stick for every turn, etc. But at one time I noticed I had been winning for quite a while. I thought he might be giving me the chance to win, but he actually wasn't. It seemed that for every race we had he'd just put all of his effort in and got no result. Turns out he was having a very rough month, and it impacted the way he was playing. The only thing I could do is just try to cheer him up, and suggest other challenges that might distract him, monsieur. By the way, he's now back in the business. I was missing my silver Mario Kart trophy. Edit. Typo. Nah, you're 100% right. It's a vicious cycle. You start playing a little off your game, which only annoys you more because I can't even do the one thing I was good at anymore, so what's the point? And then you're just desperately trying to manage while playing on full tilt. Happens to me all the time. I play Smite at a professional level, and there are times where I'll play just to escape from my bad day, and it's embarrassing the mistakes I start making, and I'll start losing 5, 10, 20 matches in a row trying to just win one and break this streak. Then I'll go to bed. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.